the US-China rivalry. This relationship impacts everything from global trade to military strategies and technological advancements. Stay tuned as we explore the history, key issues, and future implications of this crucial power struggle. To understand the current state of US-China relation, we need to look back at the history. The relationship between the US and China has evolved significantly over the past few decades. Initially allies during World War II, the two nations became adversaries during the Cold War. In the 1970s, a significant shift occurred with President Nixon's visit to China.
Knowing to visit the People's Republic of China, Premier Zhou Enlai, on behalf of the government of the People's Republic of China, has extended an invitation to President Nixon to visit China
into the 2000s with China's economic rise. However, the dynamic has changed drastically in recent years.
Beijing has banned the use of iPhones by government officials for any work-related matters.
The president is backing off talk of an all-out trade war with China, at least for now.
1,100 economists are warning the president's trade policies may be pushing the world into a modern-day version of the Great Depression.
It is to be expected. I might have expected even more. At some point, as I just said, we have to take on China. China is losing they're losing thousands and thousands of companies are leaving China now because of the tariffs. And we're in a very good position as to whether or not a deal will be made. I will tell you this, China would like to make a deal very badly.
Both countries imposed tariff on each other's goods, leading to a tit-for-tat escalation that impacted global markets. But it's not just about trade. The Belt and Road Initiative, China's ambitious infrastructure project, aims to expand its economic influence globally, posing a challenge to the US economic dominance. The US and China are also engaged in military rivalry. The South China Sea has become a flashpoint, with China building military installations on artificial islands, while the US conducts freedom of navigation operations to challenge these claims. Taiwan remains another critical issue. The US maintains a policy of strategic ambiguity, supporting Taiwan's defense while recognizing the One China policy. Any conflict over Taiwan could have serious global repercussions. The competition extends to technology. The race for supremacy in areas like 5G, artificial intelligence, and quantum computing is fierce. The US has imposed restrictions on Chinese tech companies like Huawei, citing security concerns. Meanwhile, China is investing heavily in tech innovations, aiming to lead in these critical areas. This technological rivalry will shape the future of global power dynamics. Diplomatically, both nations are vying for influence. The US has traditional allies through NATO and partnerships in Asia, while China uses economic incentives and its Belt and Road Initiative to build its sphere of influence. Soft power is another battleground. Cultural exchanges, media influence, and educational programs are tools both countries use to project their values and strengthen their global standing. The US-China rivalry affects not just these two superpowers, but the entire world. Countries in the Indo-Pacific region, Europe, and Africa find themselves navigating this complex relationship, often balancing economic ties with China and security partnership with the US. Global organizations like the UN and WTO are also influenced by this rivalry, as both countries seek to shape international norms and rules to their advantage. As we look to the future, the US-China rivalry will continue to evolve. Whether this competition will lead to conflict or coexistence remains to be seen. One thing is certain. The outcome of this rivalry will have profound implications for global stability and prosperity.